Hello Immortal News family and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 8. Sherry Coben, a multifaceted writer and producer, left an everlasting mark on the television world through her creativity and storytelling. Born in Philadelphia, Coben's early career began in the art department at KYW-TV, where she crafted graphics and animation for local programming, including The Mike Douglas Show. Her artistic roots soon blossomed into a career as a writer, and she made her mark in television history by creating the beloved sitcom Kate and Allie, which aired on CBS for 6 seasons from 1984 to 1989. The show, starring Susan St. James and Jane Curtin, centered on 2 divorced mothers navigating life and raising their children together, and became a hallmark of progressive television, earning Coben critical acclaim. Before Kate and Allie, Coben honed her skills writing for the soap opera Ryan's Hope, and later continued her influence as a writer-producer on Bailey Kipper's POV, and as the creator of the web series Little Women, Big Cars. Throughout her career, she displayed versatility, working across different genres and formats while maintaining a keen eye for the human experience. Beyond her television career, Coben was known for her generosity and dedication to mentoring young writers, performers, and artists, leaving a lasting impact on the next generation of creatives. She was deeply committed to fostering talent and helping others succeed in the industry she so loved. Coben passed away at the age of 71 after a battle with cancer. She is survived by her husband Patrick McMahon and their daughters Kaylee and Jama McMahon. Her legacy in television, her mentorship, and her creative spirit continue to inspire. Tributes to Sherry Coben. Number 7. Patti McGee, a trailblazing figure in the world of skateboarding, was celebrated as the first professional female skateboarder. Born on August 23, 1945, in Southern California, McGee's early passion for skating began with a handcrafted skateboard made by her brother. Her love for the sport quickly grew, and by 1964 she had made history by becoming the first women's national skateboard champion. McGee's breakthrough moment came when she set the world record for the fastest female skateboarder at 47 miles per hour during Dick Clark's World Teen Fair. As the face of skateboarding, she toured the country, demonstrating her skills and representing Hobie skateboards, marking the beginning of professional female skateboarding. She graced the cover of Life magazine in 1965 and made television appearances on The Johnny Carson Show and What's My Line, swinging the sport into the mainstream. Beyond her competitive achievements, McGee's influence extended far beyond the rink. She inspired generations of young women to pursue skateboarding and embrace the freedom it offered. Her involvement in the sport continued for decades, and in 2010, she became the first woman inducted into the IASC Skateboarding Hall of Fame. McGee also cherished her family, raising 2 children, Forrest and Haley, with her husband Glenn Villa. Her legacy as a pioneering skateboarder and mentor has left an indelible mark on the sport and the many lives she touched. Patti McGee passed away at the age of 79, following complications from a stroke. Her contributions to skateboarding remain an inspiration to all who seek to break boundaries and chase their passions. Tributes to Patti McGee. Number 6. Fernanda Carolina Len Silver, a travel influencer, was known for her passion for exploring the world and sharing her experiences with her 50,000 followers on Instagram. Born in Santos, Brazil, Fernanda's love for travel and adventure took her to Paris, a city she had long dreamed of living in. For the past 6 years, she made Paris her home, where she worked in foreign trade and shared budget-friendly travel tips through her popular social media page, Paris Low Cost. Her content inspired others to explore the French capital affordably, turning her into a beloved guide for dreamers with a passion for travel. Fernanda's early influences came from her love of culture and her dream to live abroad. In 2018, she moved to Paris with her husband, Pedro Angelo Abataiguara Rosal, to pursue a master's degree, where she began to document her life, sharing tips on travel, living, and studying in France. Her approachable and insightful posts made her a trusted source of information for travelers, and her friendly demeanor resonated with her growing community. Sadly, Fernanda's life was cut short at the age of 31 in a tragic accident. While out for a jog between the communes of Saint-Cloud and Suresnes, she was struck by a car at a pedestrian crossing. Though she received immediate medical care, her injuries were severe, and she was declared brain dead the following day. Her family flew to Paris to be by her side during her final moments. Fernanda leaves behind a legacy of inspiration, having helped countless individuals experience the beauty of Paris. Her warmth, determination, and love for adventure will be remembered by many. Tributes to Fernanda Carolina Len Silver. Number 5. Queso Muras was a legendary figure in the world of Japanese cinema, best known for his groundbreaking work in the realm of kaiju films. Born on October 5, 1935 in Ikeda, Hokkaido, Japan, Muras developed a passion for sculpting and filmmaking early in life. This passion led him to become a pioneer in the creation of iconic monster suits and special effects that defined a genre. His career took off in 1958 when Toho Studios hired him to sculpt the Varan suit for Varan the Unbelievable. Muras's creativity and skill brought to life some of the most memorable monsters in cinema history, including Godzilla, King Kong, and Mothra. His work spanned across several monumental films such as Mothra, King Kong vs. Godzilla, Ghidorah, the Three-Headed Monster, and Gamera. In addition to his contributions to film, he worked on television series such as Kamen Rider and Ultraman Ace. Throughout his career, Muras was instrumental in creating not just monsters, but entire worlds that captivated audiences both in Japan and around the globe. His meticulous craftsmanship and artistry were preserved in his 2015 autobiography, Monster Maker, Queso Muras, which documented his work in kaiju films. He co-founded X Productions and later launched his own company, 20, to further his contributions to special effects and film design. Muras remained active in the industry well into his later years, directing his final film, Brush of the God, released in 2024. His career spanned over 6 decades, during which he inspired generations of filmmakers and special effects artists. Queso Muras passed away from cirrhosis of the liver at the age of 89, leaving behind a legacy that reshaped cinematic monster making forever. Tributes to Queso Muras. Number 4. Rick Nolan, a multifaceted leader, dedicated his life to public service, making a significant impact in both politics and business. Born in Brainerd, Minnesota in 1943, Nolan was shaped by early influences such as his politically active aunt, a lawyer and judge. After completing his education at the University of Minnesota, Nolan ventured into politics, serving in the Minnesota House of Representatives from 1969 to 1973. His passion for improving society led him to Washington, where he represented Minnesota's 6th Congressional District from 1975 to 1981. A pivotal moment in Nolan's career came when he stepped away from Congress in 1980 to focus on business, becoming president of the Minnesota World Trade Center. However, his commitment to public service brought him back to politics in 2013, representing Minnesota's 8th Congressional District for 3 terms. His return marked one of the longest gaps between congressional terms in U.S. history. Nolan was known for his support of healthcare reform, environmental protection, and campaign finance reform. He advocated for single-payer healthcare and introduced a bill to withhold congressional pay during government shutdowns. His work helped shape key legislation, particularly in transportation and infrastructure, making him a champion of rural development in Minnesota. Beyond politics, Nolan was a devoted family man, with 4 children. His daughter, Catherine, tragically passed away in 2020 after a battle with cancer, a loss that deeply affected him. Rick Nolan passed away at his home in Nisswa, Minnesota, at the age of 80. His legacy as a leader, advocate, and public servant leaves a lasting imprint on both his community and the nation. Tributes to Rick Nolan. Number 3. Bobby Gill, a remarkable figure in American motorsports, was known for his successes both in NASCAR and in developmental racing circuits. Born on June 25, 1959, in Dalton, Georgia, Gill's early passion for racing led him to become a competitive force on the track. He gained prominence in the NASCAR All-Pro Series and achieved a significant milestone by winning the ASA's Miller 300 in 1995. Gill's NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series career, primarily in 1996, showcased his talent. Driving for Spears Motorsports, he earned 4 top 10 finishes, including a remarkable 6th place at Milwaukee. His NASCAR career saw highs and challenges, but he consistently demonstrated resilience and determination, returning for several races in 2000. While his NASCAR career was notable, Gill truly made his mark in the USAR Hooters Pro Cup Developmental Series. He dominated the competition, winning 3 consecutive championships from 1999 to 2001, and later securing his 4th championship in 2007. His dedication to the sport and his natural skill on the track earned him respect and admiration throughout the racing community. Beyond the racetrack, Gill was a devoted family man who cherished his roots in Georgia. His perseverance in the face of adversity was a testament to his character, particularly during his battle with brain cancer, which he fought bravely until his passing at the age of 65. Bobby Gill's legacy as a champion, both on and off the track, will endure, leaving a lasting impact on the world of motorsports. Tributes to Bobby Gill. Number 2. Len Silver, a legendary figure in the world of motorcycle speedway, made lasting contributions as both a rider and promoter. Born on February 2, 1932 in England, Silver's passion for speedway was ignited early in life. He began his professional racing career in 1953 with the Ipswich Witches, quickly gaining attention as a standout talent. Over the years, he rode for several teams, including Exeter Falcons, where he captained the team, and the Hackney Hawks. In 1962, Silver's skill was cemented when he won the prestigious Provincial League Riders' Championship in front of 20,000 spectators. After an unfortunate injury ended his riding career, Silver transitioned into speedway promotion, a field in which he would leave an everlasting mark. His work as a promoter for tracks such as Hackney, Rye House, and Rayleigh, among others, showcased his expertise and leadership. Silver was known for his colorful and often controversial personality, which made him a well-known figure in the sport. He even served as the team manager for the England and Great Britain national speedway teams during his career. Beyond his contributions to team management and promotion, Silver played a vital role in British speedway, sitting on the British Speedway Promoters Association Committee, and even working as the track curator for the 1981 World Final at Wembley Stadium. In 2021, Silver retired after decades of dedication to the sport he loved. He passed away at the age of 92, leaving behind a legacy of innovation, passion, and an enduring impact on the speedway community. Tributes to Len Silver. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Harry Styles is mourning the loss of his One Direction bandmate Liam Payne, who tragically passed away at 31. In a heartfelt tribute shared on Instagram, Styles reflected on their time together in the globally successful boy band. "I am truly devastated by Liam's passing," Styles wrote. "His greatest joy was making others happy, and it was an honor to be alongside him as he did it. Liam lived with his heart on his sleeve, and his energy was infectious. He was warm, supportive, and incredibly loving." Styles went on to express his deep sorrow for Payne's family, including his parents and his young son Bear. "The years we spent together will forever remain among the most cherished of my life. I miss him always, my lovely friend," Styles added. Payne died in Buenos Aires, Argentina, after falling from his hotel balcony. Reports indicated that hotel staff had alerted authorities about an aggressive man prior to the incident. Payne rose to fame as a member of One Direction after competing on The X Factor in 2010. He later launched a solo career, releasing his debut album LP1 in 2019. News 2. An Oklahoma mother tragically died after being swept out to sea by a large wave while visiting Hawaii. Susie Jet, 72, was with her daughter Laura Rich, 41, at Keiki Beach on October 14th, when both were hit by a powerful wave, along with a 63-year-old California man who was sitting on the beach. Honolulu lifeguards responded quickly, rescuing the trio after they were trapped in the water for 15 to 20 minutes. Sadly, the California man was pronounced dead at the scene, and Jet, who was transported to the hospital in critical condition, passed away shortly after. Rich was hospitalized in serious condition but is reportedly awake and responsive. A GoFundMe page was set up by family friend Sean McGraw to support the victim's family with medical, lodging, and other unexpected expenses. The beach area where the incident occurred is known for its dangerous shore breaks, and a high surf advisory was in effect that day. Honolulu Ocean Safety Lieutenant Carrie Atwood emphasized that the location has a history of strong waves pulling people out to sea. Over $6,000 has been raised so far in support of the family during this difficult time. News 3. A woman was tragically killed in an officer-involved shooting in Bozeman, Montana, early Thursday morning, October 17, 2024. Bozeman police say they responded to a call around 8 p.m. Wednesday about a woman brandishing a handgun and threatening a family member at a residence. Upon arriving, officers learned she had left the scene, continuing to make threats against herself and others. Police located the woman 2 hours later in a parking lot on West Oak Street and North 19th Avenue. According to the Bozeman Police Department, officers attempted to de-escalate the situation for nearly 3 hours. Although the woman initially appeared to surrender by putting the gun down, she quickly grabbed it again. Officers, perceiving an immediate threat, fired several rounds, resulting in her death. No officers were injured in the incident. The officers involved have been placed on administrative leave in accordance with department policy. Chief Jim Beltkamp expressed deep condolences to the family and community, emphasizing the department's commitment to a thorough investigation. The Montana Division of Criminal Investigation has been called in to conduct an independent review of the incident. A press conference is scheduled for 10 a.m. at the Bozeman Public Safety Center. News 4. A tragic accident has claimed the life of a pregnant woman and her unborn baby after their car was struck by an unmarked police vehicle in Eltham, southeast London. The collision occurred on the A20 near Kidbrook Park Road on Thursday evening. Emergency services rushed to the scene, but the 38-year-old woman and her unborn child were pronounced dead due to their injuries. The 2 officers in the police car were also taken to the hospital and have since been discharged. The Metropolitan Police confirmed that an investigation is underway, with the incident referred to the Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC. Date Chief Superintendent Trevor Laurie expressed his condolences to the family, stating, "My heart goes out to the woman's family and friends who have lost their loved ones in these tragic circumstances." The IOPC is urging witnesses to come forward as they work to establish the full circumstances surrounding the crash. The investigation will determine if the police car was responding to an emergency at the time of the incident. Flowers and tributes have been left at the scene, with one message expressing, "The most awful tragedy that should never have happened." News 5. A tragic accident occurred off the French coast Thursday night when an overloaded migrant boat capsized, leading to the death of a baby. French maritime authorities rescued 65 people from the sinking vessel, but sadly, the infant was found unconscious and later pronounced dead. The boat, bound for the UK, sank near the town of Wissant, adding to the rising number of migrant deaths in the English Channel. This heartbreaking incident marks 2024 as the deadliest year for migrants attempting the perilous crossing since 2018, with at least 52 lives lost so far. The situation has seen a dramatic rise in the number of migrants attempting the journey, with over 26,000 arriving on British shores since January 1st, according to UK Home Office figures. Despite the efforts of rescue teams, overcrowded and unsafe boats continue to pose a grave risk to those seeking a better life. As French and British authorities work to address the ongoing crisis, calls for stronger international cooperation to prevent further loss of life grow louder. News 6. Jill Martin is opening up about the challenges she faced after battling cancer and going through a divorce in the same year. The TodaY contributor shared her experiences during a candid interview on the Making Space with TodaY podcast on October 16th. Despite facing two life-altering events, Martin, 48, says she is thriving under the circumstances. In July 2023, Martin was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer and underwent a double mastectomy. She has since endured chemotherapy, radiation, and multiple surgeries, including preventative procedures to remove her ovaries and fallopian tubes. Despite the physical toll, she shared that the emotional battle is ongoing. "It's never over," she told Us Weekly. "This is a fight I will fight my entire life." Amid her health battle, Martin also faced the end of her marriage. Her husband Eric Brooks filed for divorce in July 2024, a year after their wedding. Martin reflected on their relationship, saying, "We both put the period on it this time," acknowledging that the issues in their marriage led to its end. Even in the face of adversity, Martin remains determined, focused on her recovery, and inspiring others to prioritize their health. News 7. Sam Champion has returned to Good Morning America after undergoing skin cancer surgery for a spot under his eye that turned out to be much larger and deeper than anticipated. The 63-year-old weather anchor, known for his love of the outdoors, shared his experience with viewers, explaining that the small spot beneath his eye was discovered to be nodular basal cell carcinoma, a type of skin cancer. Champion documented his surgery on social media, urging viewers to take preventive measures like wearing sunscreen. "The scar is not the problem. The skin cancer is the problem," he stated on his return to live TV, emphasizing the importance of skin care. During the procedure, doctors found that the cancer had spread deeper into his skin than initially visible, which was removed using Mohs surgery. Now focused on his recovery, Champion is optimistic about scar treatments and shared, "The next phase of my journey will be scar care. And trust me, there's a lot of advancement in that." He also reminded viewers about the importance of regular skin checks and using sunscreen, no matter their age or skin tone. Number 1. Chiquinho José Francisco de Oliveira Neto, known simply as Chiquinho, was a legendary Brazilian mestre sala and a 6-time champion of the Rio Carnival. Born on November 2, 1963 in Rio de Janeiro, he grew up in the samba world under the influence of his mother, Maria Helena, a revered flag-bearer. Together they became one of the most iconic duos in carnival history, performing for over 2 decades with Imperatriz Leopoldinense, where they captivated audiences with their chemistry and grace. Chiquinho's style was defined by his creativity and innovation. He introduced slow-motion steps into his routines and famously incorporated Michael Jackson's moonwalk, blending traditional samba moves with contemporary influences. His performances not only earned him widespread recognition but also 2 Estandarte de Ouro awards, the prestigious honors regarded as the Oscars of Carnival. Despite his success, Chiquinho admitted that his love for dancing was secondary to his mother's influence, who pushed him to pursue the role of mestre sala. After retiring from the competitive carnival scene, Chiquinho remained active in the samba community by teaching master room classes in Vila Cruzeiro and Vila Olímpica de Ramos. He also took on the role of parade highlight in various samba associations, earning tributes from Grande Rio, Imperatriz, and others. His contributions to the art of samba extended beyond dance, as he mentored young performers and preserved the cultural legacy of Carnival. In 2018, Chiquinho ran for state deputy of Rio de Janeiro but was not elected. Despite his involvement in public life, his heart remained with the samba world. He passed away at the age of 60 after battling a bacterial infection. His impact on Brazilian culture, particularly in the carnival world, will be remembered for generations to come. Tributes to Chino. Mitzi Gaynor, a dazzling star of stage, screen, and television, left an indelible mark on the entertainment world with her dynamic talent